pull you down, cause they don't laugh at you. Don't let no one laugh at you. When things get better, they begin a verse for you. Yeah. When you go through hard time, they laugh at you. You gotta learn to live behind because they don't belong to you. That's true. That's true. That's how it is. You cannot say you my friend when you stab me behind. That's how it is. Agabi. Waiting my eye don't see, madu no be talk am. Waiting I don't see, madu no be talk. The pop one signs I have for your eye, cause they know you no be talk. Oh. When you go through hard time, that people laugh at you. They think you're funny. They take you funny. That this girl I know, her name is Fumi. But I tell you, you can never fool me. When you bend your back so more people wanna climb me behind. That's the truth. That's what it is. That's how it is. Oh. When you never let it know one put time for your eyes. Gotta stand on the right, that's how it is. You gotta let it stand your run, cause no one will stand up for you. You gotta lie to be sad, that's how it is. You gotta be right. Shine your eyes, no one gonna open for you. I'm heading up to the future, that's where I belong. You gotta learn to leave behind, because they don't belong to you. That's how it is. That's how it is. I'm a Gabi. I don't give a damn what you think. I believe in myself. That's how life it is. Got the people gonna hate you even when you don't give a damn about it. They're gonna mess you up if you allow them to go by it. Oh, that's how it is. Cause I'm a Gabi, I kick your face if you find me. I don't give a damn how you feel, it's not my problem at all.
Hello people, good evening everybody, good evening fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, Biafrans all over the world. I want to say welcome to this very fast evening program. I want to invite Professor. Good evening, Professor, welcome to the program.
Thank you, viewers. You're welcome today.
Yeah, so Prof, there is a picture you sent me, a very interesting one. I want you, because recently we've seen, what is it called? China setting up cassava processing factories all over Africa, in Ghana.
Yes. Yes, if we don't use what we have, another may make use of them.
Yeah, so Prof, we saw Chinese set up cassava processing factory, and they are already doing it at industrial scale.
Yeah.
There is this picture you sent to me. Just a moment, because I need to bring it forward. So that our people will see the progress you've made in cassava production. So you'll be able to explain to our viewers how you were able to make such a massive harvest. This is cassava.
This is cassava from somebody's compound. inside the compound, those who are listening to what we are saying, we are trying to make organic food. That's number one. Two, we are trying to use natural, natural manure to be able to produce that. We were able to get this from earthworms, liquid and urine from earthworms. And we're able to find out that you can also use human urine also to achieve certain feats in some crops, instead of waiting for natural fertilizer or natural organic manure. The current fertilizers we're using in our land, they are not good for our land. They're killing our land. What we have got there, now when you get earthworm liquid, you soak the cassava cut stems, the sticks you're going to sow in the ground overnight, and then you take it and put it in the ground. There, after 2 or 3 weeks, it would have germinated. Then you spread the same liquid on the cassava once every 2 days, every evening for 1 month. Then you allow it to rest. Then do it another month. You will not be able to pull out one, just one, from the ground alone. You need 4 to 5 people to pull it out. And when you pull it out, like the man there trying to lift them out, maybe it will break your waist. That is exactly what we're doing both in yam, cassava, cocoyam, and mango trees. You can also show them about mango trees and other crops. The grown-up trees, all you need to do is to spread it around the stem like a ring once every 2 days, and after 1 month you stop. But if the tree is already fruiting, you cannot spray it on it to shed all the seeds out. It's only the fruit trees that are not fruiting you can do that. That's what we're also using to germinate corn, okra, and all seeds, including green, watermelon, and the rest of them. We germinate them within 24 hours instead of waiting for 4 days. What we do, or what we did, is to put the liquid inside the waterproof kind of waterproof containing the liquid overnight. You remove it, then you allow it to be there. The next day it will germinate. So from the day you put it inside to the day you are going to plant it.
You mean you cut the cassava stem and soak them?
Soak them, yeah, overnight. So after doing that, you plant it.
Is it with the liquid? Is it with the human urine? Is it with
earthworm urine. Liquid from earthworm.
Okay.
Yeah, earthworm liquid. The liquid from the earth. When the earthworm is crawling on the ground, there's something that glassy that is coming out of the body. It's a very heavy manure for the plant. The plant will now soak it, and it has had enough inside its blueprint to be able to produce what we are just carrying now. They are not from decomposed manure. They are not from artificial manures, or artificial fertilizers. They are just from what we have just told you. And what I do and what I've been doing for the past 11 years is to go about different places, teaching, instructing practically how to get these things done. The man that is carrying that and has listened, has applied it, and is very happy. You cannot pull out more than 2 cassava sticks from the ground for your own family to eat for 2 or 3 months. It's just enough. About 4, we fill a bag of gari. About 4 of it. So you don't even need a lot of spaces. What we are trying to do is to make farming easy for everybody. Make farming, you don't need to use hoe, knife, and so on. The new design now we have today is cement empty bags farming type. You can also farm cassava inside empty bags, but that will be a longer bag. You cut the bag into 2 and sew it so you can plant cassava. But yam, cocoyam, Irish potato, okra, and other seeds, you plant just in 1 50 kg bag. You can also plant double in 1 50 kg bag. For example, you plant corn, you plant pepper, and plant yam inside the same bag. You can also plant 4 Irish potatoes inside the same bag. What we are trying to tell you is that we are doing this practically, not by just talking. We are talking from shared experiences we have had for the past 11 years. And we're asking people, please, farming is no longer weeding the grasses, waiting for rain to fall, and so on and so forth, or trying to get manure. You are urinating in your compound every day. So why not use that for some crops? For some crops like cucumber, cabbage, watermelon, melon, and so on and so forth, and carrots. Why not use your urine, your corn for your carrot? You need to see what we've been doing here. And with the seed which we have planted, the only thing you need to do is to separate the male and female seed from every seed you are planting. Corn, okra, ogo, and you remove the male and plant only the females, so that you'll be able to actualize.
People are asking you question. What is the quantity of earthworm you need to be able to give you the
liquid you need? Well, from 2 million to 3 million.
Yes.
About 2 to 3 million worms. But you know, when you breed earthworm, just like other worms we breed for fishery, when you breed earthworm, they will multiply. You need to put a kind of sieve on the ground, aluminum sieve, or you go and buy aluminum sheet and puncture the holes with your nails. Then put your receptors, your plastics on the ground, and then start piling sand, different up to 4 to 5 feet. Then put some earthworm there, as many as you can. They will multiply by themselves, and continue to put something that they can decompose there. The things you throw away, they're just like pigs. They will start eating them, and they will start breeding. The liquid that is coming out from them is what we are using.
So, Prof, so what you mean is you create this environment for the earthworm to live in.
Yeah, you create the environment by yourself if you wish to.
Environment.
Yeah, if you wish to. But as I said, that's another job for an not for the farmer. Somebody should be doing that, and the farmers will be buying. Just like somebody is creating maggot for the fishery, for fishery department. You can show them the maggot now. Somebody is doing that for fishery department. The whole thing is, there are many departments. It's so much. It's very ambiguous. Various departments that jobs are created. If somebody is producing the earthworm, that should be.
Prof, we are finding it difficult with you. We are finding it difficult with you. Your network is not coming clear. Prof's network is not coming clear. So as you can see on the screen, there is okay. I think he's back. Prof, are you back?
Yeah, I am back. Sorry for our nation. Presently, as I said, you can be doing this job. Another person will be doing it. Just be division of.
No. Prof network is bad, very, very bad, and I won't be able to entertain that because actually nobody is even hearing what Prof is saying. And I think that as soon as he's able to get better, I'll bring him forward once again. Okay, let's see. Prof, are you back? Because I see you are having network issue.
Yeah, you can hear me now. I said that what you are presenting, somebody can be doing that as his or her own job, to be producing the organic manure, while another person is doing another person is doing that. The job is so much in farming that it can employ all the youths, and there will be less violence in the society, and there will be less crime, and there will be less idleness, and there will be food, there will be health, because people are eating organic food. The whole thing is a whole holistic treatment or care of human nature, of human being. That is exactly what we're trying to do. It's not just for farming. It has to do with employment. It has to do with engagement. It has to do with the researches. It has to do with feeding. It has to do with healing the people. It has to do with taking care of our environment so that we will not have polluted or erosions and destruction of the ecology. So these are the things that I can sum up that this thing is what about. So we are just taking care of our nation. We are taking care of our land. We are taking care of the farm. We will be able to feed naturally. We'll be able to eat organic food. We'll be able to be healthy. So this mango developed in a container. I'm telling you, it's in a container. The roots are going round, trying to soil. If you break that plastic, you find that the root is just like the plastic. Yet the mango is able to, because we shortened the lifespan of the mango. The mango would have stayed 4 to 5 years, 3 to 4, 5 years before it can produce. And this mango produced under 2 years. That's exactly what we're trying to achieve here. So some of those crops you have can be done within your environment, within your compound, within your homes. You can now farm. That is exactly what we're trying to say, so that everybody can have can have means of income or means of feeding the people. Our forefathers, our ancestors, we are taking care of themselves by the food in their farms. Right now, many of us do not have farms, but we have places where we cast cement called interlocking and the rest of them. We can plant on them by using empty bags so that everybody can have something to eat. That is exactly what we are trying to do. And I hope we understand also we have large-scale farming like rice, like beans, like other crops like cows, like goat, like fishery, and so on and so forth. And we empower the youths who are interested. We are not just empowering you. We are going to give you free land. We're going to give you the materials you need, but those ones you pay for it. We're going to give you the expertise, the training you need. Those ones are free. And these are the things we can help you. Or you invite us, we come to your farm or come to your village and hold seminars. I'm holding seminar tomorrow, which is Saturday in Nigeria. We are holding seminar next week, and we're holding seminar next 2 weeks. We're going about holding seminar in different parts of the country. Even if you invite me to Ghana, I will come. The most important thing is that we need to produce enough food. We don't need to import any food because imported food are not akin to your environment. I want you to understand that our environment is what our body needs, not the imported food. What you are breathing, the air you are breathing, the kind of oxygen around you, the kind of environmental orientation, the kind of environment you are, the kind of nature, the kind of geographical location you are. You need to eat something within that environment, and you're the one going to take care of them and grow them. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So this job is not for one man, and everybody can be employed, gainfully employed. You don't need to wear coat and tie. It's not necessary. Those are for those who are living in cold area. You need to go into the farm, not actually into the bush. You can farm in your compound, you can farm in your corridors, you can farm in the big farms. And as I told you, we have enough land. And if you don't have land, we are ready to give you free land. If you don't have crops and seeds or experiences, we are ready to train you. If you don't have where to sell the product, where to market them, we are ready to buy them from you. These are the things we want you to do.
Daniel Stephen is saying, ha ha ha, joke of ages. So I need him to clarify if he think we are joking here, or maybe he think we are not serious about what we are saying. So Daniel,
we don't have to satisfy everybody.
Yes.
We don't have to satisfy everybody. And we don't want everybody to believe us. It's unnecessary.
No, Prof. It's important that he clarify if he mean maybe he's chatting with somebody else or he's referring to us that we are joking, so that I will know the next action to take on Daniel. Prof.
Truth doesn't need defense.
Yes, so we've seen, over the week, you told us you are going to come up with, to brief us on progress you've made this week in the farm. And you also told me you were treating people, giving people some treatment as well.
Yeah, today I faced cancer today. I had a cancer patient from Allah who came here with the family, cancer of the buttock. That's the person who started the treatment today. As I've told you, I don't need to tell anybody or somebody how or where we got the drugs or how we got the herbs. It's not for public consumption. It's for those who are. I've been making herbal treatments, recommending to people, treating both online and practically for the past since 1985. And we have not failed. I don't really care. Black men don't believe in themselves. But the only thing I'll ask the young man, go on the net and Google my name, CHINEDU AGBODIKE, and find out a book I wrote called Colonial Conspiracies in Africa. In 1985, page 211, I told you there will be coronavirus in 2020. That's I said in 1985. Black people don't believe themselves. The reason is that they are very, very envious of one another. That's why they don't believe in themselves. They believe their gods are white people. And so whatever a black man does, he doesn't believe. And you don't have to believe, but I want you to know that you have ancestral blood of a black man. You don't have ancestral blood of a white man who you believe in and trust to be your God. So it's your choice. And we cannot convince you. Truth doesn't need defense. Those who are doing it are doing it. They are practically doing it. And they get testimonies of farming, of this result and the successes we have had. And I'm eating food. The food I ate now is from my farm. I'm eating from my farm right inside my compound. And I'm going to video it and I'll show you working live. You see, but I don't need to do this to convince you. The most important is to practice what we're teaching you and find out whether it is true or not. It's not, we don't try to convince people. Farming is the greatest business on earth. It is something that keeps you alive. Before a person can talk, you ate food. What did you eat? You ate something from the farm. The cloth you're wearing is from the farm. Everything you have in your body is from the farm. The shoe, the canvas, whatever you have is from the farm.
Including the shoe.
Anything he has in his body is from the farm, yes. So the air you're breathing is from the farm. I want you to understand the air you're breathing is from oxygen from the tree. So whatever it is, if you stop farming, you are a dead person. Therefore, anybody who said farming is a joking, well, perhaps he should explain to us which part of the farm is joking. Is it his leg or his hand or his teeth or his himself or existence or his soul or his mind that is a joke? Because farming is holistic. It's all about human existence. That's what it is all about. But we don't have to castigate or follow anybody. Whatever you are doing, play your own part, bring your own part, and let us see what you do, not what you say. It's what you do, the result of what you are doing that matters. Your character speaks so loud that people can hardly hear what you say. Your character is the result of what you have done. We need to see evidences, and we've been showing evidences here for the past 6 months. Evidences are there, and if those evidences do not convince you, nothing will convince you that you're a human being. You may not even be a human being. You may be a ghost, and you're talking. So we are not here to convince anybody. The program is for those who want to practically farm. And those who have listened, have invited me, I've gone to their farms, I've shown them. Why not invite me to your own farm? Let me show you an example of what we're doing. Then you'll be able to participate. That's the only way you can know whether it is a joke or reality. Invite me to your farm and let me come. Don't bother about the money. I'll take care of the cost. I'll be in your farm, I'll teach you, and I'll give you land. If you need land, come, we'll give you land in a state where you are. That is exactly what we are. We don't care whether you are green or yellow or black or brown. What we need is that human beings should eat organic food. And anything contrary to that does not bring, if you keep on eating artificial food or whatever you think you are eating today, your life and your health is in jeopardy. And I know about that. So Prof, I hope you understand me.
Prof,
yeah.
Somebody want to, Donald Tommy want the book you wrote in 1985. He want to Google it because maybe he's interested in getting a copy.
Just type colonial conspiracies in Africa. Colonial conspiracies in Africa. Conspiracies in Africa.
Colonial conspiracies in Africa. Go online. Go and Google it. You get it. And
go to page 211.
Prof,
you will see it there.
Yeah, Prof. You also need to get me those books so that we can put them on publicity for those who would want to read those books. So you can actually order your copy.
And I told them there will be hunger, and that's what we're fighting.
Yes, in that book, Professor CHINEDU AGBODIKE predicted coronavirus that happened between, yes, in 2020. In 1985, he predicted coronavirus that we are facing now. So that is quite inspirational. Prof, what are the future predictions you'd like to give us on this program?
The future prediction we are going to enter inside is hunger and death. That's the stage. The book said everything up to 2018. Now, the stage we're entering now is stage of hunger and mass killing. That's what the stage we're inside. We need to do something to reduce or to stop. The fact that you said that something is going to happen doesn't mean that you cannot cancel that. It's the collective choices of the people who determine their destiny. Destiny is not in the hand of anyone or any spirit or any God. Destiny is in the hand of every individual according to his or her own choice or collective choice made by the society. You choose your thought realm, you choose what you want to be, and nobody is going to force you to agree or accept. You can make choices, but you cannot make consequences of those things. The future is blank because there will be hunger and there will be massive destruction of lives on earth. But we can stop this. We can through collective going back to nature to be able to produce organic food. I'm telling you, the world is coming artificial. Lifespan is getting shorter and shorter, especially the black nation. We're not talking about it. The book was for black people. It was for Africans. If you say you are black anyway, nobody's black. But you know what I mean by using that phrase. It's for those who are having my skin color, who are called the Aborigines. I have some sections for the Caucasians. I have some section for Yemetic or Semitic. But we're talking of the Aborigines. Those are the people I specialize to speak about what is going to happen to them. If you don't if they don't stop imitating Oriental culture, Oriental philosophies, and the absolutists of the Orientalism. And they always claim that there was a slavery. There was no slavery epoch in this planet Earth. There was only terrorists, barbarians, and who were terrorizing aborigines. And you call it slavery. You call it slavery, you're painting, you're cutting something reality white. You're cutting terrorism, those who barbarically kill their mother, kill their father, rape them, destroy them. Their forefathers are good, but their own forefathers, they are evil. These are the people, there's the thing, the corrections you're going to have in Abu, the way you think, the way you reason for yourself, that you can't do anything, while actually 97% of the global inventions, global scientific inventions were done by the Aborigines, but were done by you. And you say your forefathers were evil. They say black is evil. In the beginning, it was, these are the things corrected in that book, so that your mindset, because as a man thinks, so will he be. So their mindset will be towards knowing that you are capable of doing everything. You can do without anyone. You can do without even the Western forces. You can do without the so-called developed world. Because if they say you are poor, why are they stealing gold and diamond and everything from a poor person? So the next question you're going to ask yourself is, who am I really? Focus attention on what you have inside you. The capacity inside you is what we are trying to bring out, so that you will be able to do much more to the society you are inside right now. Focus attention from inward. Don't say rubbish. Don't say you cannot. Don't say it is impossible. If you remove yourself, which is I am, from impossible, it becomes possible. Don't say anything you do not know, but mostly you say only what you are told. Your life is dependent on what you are told. You don't know anything except what you are told. See, history is not correct. History means his own story. That's where they coined the word history. So if you're going to have absolutism of history, you must consider reversibility of absolutism. You also must consider history is for him. What about her own story? What about my own story? Before you conclude and say this is absolute. So you must consider all things round about. Don't just believe in what you're told. Your life should not be, if not, you're a mere slave. You're thinking like a slave. You're behaving like a slave. And I told you there was no slavery epoch. There was only terroristic epoch. The only thing you have to understand, who really I am. You have what I'm trying to encourage Africans to do, that the capacity inside them has not been used. They've been dwarfed, they've been psyched down to start behaving like morons, while actually you are. Who are the best engineers on earth? Who are the best who are the best of everything on earth right now? Are you not the same people? So where did you crop from? Is it not genetic inside you? What we're trying to do is to psych you up to come out and challenge the present world to whatever they're capable of doing, you can do better. That is exactly the meaning of our program. So we are telling you, we have created now different kinds of farming. We plant a seed of rice, we plant a seed of corn, and it produces 8 to 12. You can show them. This thing, they were not happening before. What we're doing today were not happening before. And what we're doing is not in any book. And because it's not in any book, it is not real. Before your standard, what obtain? If your standard, what abstain? This is a standard we have now. No scientist can achieve this now on this planet Earth. It is done by us. It's not done by any science. It's done by any mathematics. It's not done by any magic. It's reality. So we're asking you, you can. The only thing you have to do is to put effort round about you, within your mind power, within your capacity. Think inward, start thinking about self. Develop your inner self. You have 52 sensors in your body. You have your pineal gland. Develop them. We are working. We are producing crops. From these seeds, we are producing healings. We are healing our people. We are healing them from cancer. We are healing them from diabetes. We are healing them from ulcer. We are healing them from stroke. We are healing them from asthma. We are healing them from all kinds of diseases that has no medical cure on this planet Earth. We are treating them now. We are getting results. And nobody can say that these are not getting results, because we are getting results. Because there's no scientific solution to cancer on this planet Earth. There's no scientific solution to diabetes on this planet Earth, but we now have them. So nobody can say that we're not doing anything or can even challenge what we're doing. All we need to do, if you want to challenge us, we're not interested in your test. We're not interested in confirmation, because what standard are you using? Before your standard, what obtain? Why not our present standard, our own content? What standard are you going to use? This is what we have done. We have practical example. We gave you the towns where they are. We did this here. We didn't involve any science. We didn't involve any laboratory experimentation. We didn't involve any academic extenuation. What we are doing, we did them from practical example and lives. We are doing this here. This is our result. These are our results. Results speaks louder than theory. We are not theoretical people. We are practical. We are doing exactly what others cannot do. And we're challenging you to come and join us wherever you are and do, and stop talking or saying the things you do not know. If you don't know, then if you ask a question, you don't know the answer. Whatever answer provided to you should be the answer. That is exactly what we're saying here. Our results speak. We have so many results, and they're speaking practically that we have done, we have achieved, we have come to challenge the world. Right now, the diseases that the world cannot cure now, we have Africans, do we have to provide it for them? It is impossible. I'm challenging every scientist that is listening to me. It is impossible to treat cancer, diabetes, asthma, sickle cell. It is impossible for any scientist on this planet Earth to treat it.
Prof,
and we are treating it here and getting results.
Prof, you even talked about memory loss and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, memory loss. And we'll give you what to do. We're not even going to give you the drugs. We tell you what to eat and what not to eat. So it's not even drugs. Or if you look at what I showed here, the people were grinding them by themselves and eating them by themselves. So it's not something we teach you to grind it, teach you how to grind it. And you are not going to use the things that contain lead or machines. No, we tell you what to do. And when you take them, you get results. If these results are gotten, it's not going to take pawpaw leaves as you see here. There is time frame and time clock for you to take that pawpaw leaves. If you don't take it according to that time frame and time clock, you won't get the results. Somebody took his energy and time to locate and find these things. And what we blacks should do is to commend the person, commend him, be able to appreciate what others are doing, which you are not capable of doing. Because you are not there, it is not so. Nothing is absolute, nothing. You cannot say that something is absolute. Knowledge is dynamic. And then knowledge will continue to improve every day. We're getting this practical. We're healing people. People are getting healed. People are learning. And in every seminar, you get even somebody who has lost his memory completely mad. It is not by fetish laws. These are organic crops. And we do them, you get results. Within 4 months, some of them 4 months, some of them 1 month, some of them 7 days. It depends. What is this blood disease is 7 days. What if it's cells? Our cells change every 4 months. We do that. But it has to do with fetish objects and whatever it is that's helping the person. We also know what to do. These are the things our forefathers had. And they call them juju, they call them ebo, they call them in. But what is the meaning of pharmacy? I want you to go and Google the word pharmacy. Pharmacy means pharmaca, means witchcraft and sorcery. That is the origin. Please, I'm an enlightened person. I don't like to talk from criticism point of view. I want to tell you that there must be alternative science. There must be. Things cannot remain absolute. There must be alternative. Before a dog became a dog, what was the name? The name is not just a dog. In my language, the name is Nkita. It was existing before English came. Therefore, the name is Nkita. The dog not taking it away from my mouth. That is exactly what we're saying. Before the standard you are not enjoying, what of them? We are not standards. How did you survive from your ancestors? How did they survive? How did they fight war during their own time? How did they, were they able to overcome diseases and sicknesses and whatever that brought you what you are? So now because you are now gloating because you learned a language out of 3,000 languages in the world, you learned English, you're educated. Educated means going to school, then you must be an idiot. I'm sorry to use that language. Going to school doesn't make you educated. But when you're able to learn about nature, understand yourself, able to conquer your environment and conquer self, you're an educated person. So education does not mean necessarily going to English school or colonial school. You call them colonial master. After master, which position remain? Either slave or a servant. And that's why your brain, the way you think like a slave and like a servant. Impossible of doing anything. But you are a God. You have power to create. You can create all things. All things are possible to them that believe. Let me quote your scriptures for you. Now, if you have said this, those who are Christians, that all things are possible unto them that believe. And with God, all things are possible. Those who believe in that, who are Christians, are you not now going to see truth in what we're saying? That we have lost our contact with nature. And because we have lost it, we have lost our being. We need to return.
We have to return back.
Yeah. But to the nature again, so that nature can bless us. There is no way nature will not bless you. Why is it that goats and animals in the bush are not sickly, they're not dying, they give birth to a baby, they just move around? Because they are taking natural things. You are there taking artificial things. Are you made of artificial things? You are made of organic materials, and you leave them. You go and die, Think there are some products, when I mentioned them, maybe if you want, they sue me to court. Go and Google 1886, thing called Maggie. What Maggie was done and what is doing to African man since 1886. And you're still consuming that and consuming all kinds of, go and check what you're consuming. Check the drinks you're drinking. Check the things you're eating. Check the tablet. Check the origin. But because it is from a white man, you have now seen a God. And therefore you will surrender your understanding. You surrender your thinking. You surrender your being to a being, another being like you. You won't reason to say, why am I so? Why am I suffering from diseases? Why am I suffering from this? Why am I not healthy? The man speaking to you, I had headache last 1984. Why are you sickly? I'm not saying that medicals, doctors, and nurses and pharmacists should not do their business, but they don't use my body to do business. That's what we're saying. You can't be healthy. And if you're not healthy, you cannot feed. You cannot be healthy. You cannot feed. Now, let's use the Bible, for example. If you're a Christian, you talk of Adam and Eve. That's what they told you. What did God give them? Food and health. 40 years in the desert journey. What did God give them? Food and health. Elijah with a Jezebel. What did God give him? Food and health. The Jesus Christ you're talking in the New Testament, what are the two major miracles he made? Food and health. So you as a Christian, I'm asking you, if these things are in your scriptures, what are you now going to say about somebody who has devoted his life and life for food and health of the same people?
Prof,
will you not say?
There is a point you made very, very important, that the work of Christ when he was on earth was concentrating in healing people and also providing food for people. Very, very critical, which I have not actually even given attention.
Those are the two major miracles he did. Any other thing is non-consequential. Walking on the sea and raising the dead, how many times did he do it? He fed 4,000, he fed 7,000, he healed all the people. Those are major things he did. He didn't work on thousands.
He multiplied food.
Yeah, that's what he did for the people. Because what human beings actually need on earth is food and health. That's all you need. If you don't have food and health, you can't do any other thing. You can't use your brain. You can't live. He's not interested whether you live in a house or not, because you can manage. You cannot interest whether you're wearing clothes or not, whether you're having a fancy car or a good phone or a good wife and children, because you will leave those things behind and go. But your health, your food will determine how long or how you use those bodily parts. Those are the things that are important. That's what we're doing in this program. That the real war against you, as I'm talking to you, is your food and health. During the Biafran War, what was the war? The airplane were not bombing the soldiers in the front. They were going to the marketplaces. They were going to houses. They were going to schools. And they closed school. They closed farm. If you go to farm, they're bombing the farm. And when people now stop going to farm, stop farming because of fear, what happened? Kwashiorkor came in. The same thing is going on here today and all over the world. Economic war is the main war. It's not killing the soldiers. If you kill the soldiers, more soldiers will come. But when you starve the people, what the soldiers left behind, the soldiers will walk back home. You understand? So the real basic thing is what we're providing for the people: food and health, nothing more than that. And it's not something to play with. It's not something to toy with. And we are every day experimenting. Every day we are working and working 24/7 to make sure that these things are done in a better way for everybody. That effort, those efforts should be recommended, should be commended by everyone, because nobody comes out here to play his lifetime. Anyway, when you say the word time, time is timeless. So time is your life. To waste your life doing nothing. We are here doing food and health program. And we are here telling you that I travel from one place to another. And if time is permits us, we can show you the videos of the places we go every week for the past 11 years of my life. Okay? And running these places, after I've written so many books, I still came back to farming, and we have produced a lot of documents for processing, for planting, for farming, for marketing, that even if I die here now, the children to come, the generation to come will use those documents to be able to create a noble environment for people to be able to feed, even if I'm no longer here. So we are not doing just nothing. We are doing something not only for now, but for posterity.
For us to wrap it up, for us to wrap it up, because we'll be coming back by next week, Friday again. For us to wrap it up, give our audience your final touch on today's program.
Be doing something every day. Think farming. Think health. As a man thinks, so he is. Think of what to do. Plan. Invite us. Invite me to your place. Invite me to help you. Invite me to give you what.
There is somebody here, Uche Trust, just said that he's into snail farming, but he doesn't know how to handle it.
Well,
he doesn't know how to handle snail farming. He says that anytime the snail lays egg, that the egg doesn't hatch. You know,
okay.
So what advice do you have for Uche Trust?
Well, what we do, we have something, our own snail, we feed them specially. You know, if the snail did not take enough and nourishing food, the egg may not hatch. If the food is not balanced, just like any other human being, if the food is not balanced, there will be an abortion. It's normal. But you need to understand exactly what to feed the snail with, because you are now, you enclose them. They are no longer doing things naturally. You have made them enclose and control their ability to take care of themselves. So you need to give them balanced diet to be able to have the egg hatched. That is what may be lacking from not hatching, because the eggs are supposed to hatch, just as the one we showed you. The eggs are supposed to hatch, but if they don't, maybe there is, just like human being, if the immune system is not right and the hormones are not okay, the baby cannot form in the womb. You have to balance hormone, extra estrogen, and all the estrogens must be there before the woman can conceive, and so on and so forth. If you see the kind of food we are giving them, our food, they are all balanced, and they are doing very, very well. Snail farming, and I will ask you if you can supply me 10 containers of snail every 6 months. I will buy from you. Now, you see, snail is in a very high demand in UK, in Italy, and some other places in the world where we have African, yes, yes, you have very high demand for them. And so if you are to farm, don't worry about marketing. And again, we can tell you that what the food you are giving the snail, because you have enclosed them, you have controlled the ability to feed for themselves, with what may be causing that. And we can chat you online and give you advice.
Yes,
and I want you to produce.
Trust, you can drop a message on the messenger of Black and White Web TV, and we'll get back to you. Drop your message, your question. Go to Black and White Web TV page. Drop your questions on the messenger section, and we'll get back to you. So, Prof, let's round it up for today.
Right.
You've done a great job. You know, if it were to be a white man speaking, you see more than 1,000 or 2,000 people coming to watch us. You know, but all the same, I believe that gradually the African man will start getting sense. Today now, Ghanaians are struggling for a site where the Chinese were digging gold, and the Chinese have abandoned the place, and Ghanaians are rushing into that site to dig gold. The name of the site is Kalamse Gold Mine. Why the Ghanaians are rushing to go and dig gold that the Chinese have already finished digging? The Chinese have returned to the farm and taken over the cassava and the yam production in Ghana, while the Ghanaians are in the gold mine struggling for gold. So that is Africa for you.
The Chinese are taking over our own land here.
Now, yeah, they are even packaging our gari now, which I have the picture. I would have loved to put it on the screen, but I will not do that publicity for them. So our people need to understand that we need to really return back to the basics. Very, very important. And we must start appreciating and adding value to what we have. Because what makes the Western world different is that they add value to everything. They don't underestimate, they don't undermine anything, they add value to everything. Why the problem of Africa is that we add value to nothing. And that is where we are going to end our program this evening. Professor CHINEDU AGBODIKE, it's my pleasure having you. I want to say thank you for being here once again. And I hope to see you by next week, Friday again. You come up, you send us some of the materials you have on the ground, things you are doing, so that we'll be able to show our audience by next week, Friday. And for those of you who haven't followed this program, to get in touch, our WhatsApp number is +39 388 177 9665. +39 388 177 9665. I'm going to leave the number on the screen for a while. If you want to copy and get in touch, +39 388 177 9665. I receive series of messages every day, and I try to respond as much as I can. But Professor, I hope that whatever question would always be available to respond to them. I want to say thank you to those who dropped their comment. Unfortunately, we are not able to set up the phone line for callers to call in today. We hope to do that by next week, Friday. And very soon, I'll be coming on board with Mazi Solomon Peter for us to talk about things that are happening also in the next program, possibly in the next hour. I'll be live with Mazi Solomon Peter. We'll be touching the response of the presidency to Reverend Father Mbaka and all the controversies that are going on. So I want to urge you to join us as we bring you those issues that are rising, because it is very, very important. You know. So, Prof, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I say have a wonderful evening. Yeah, fellow Biafrans and listeners and wonderful people all over the world, I want to say thank you as well for standing by us, standing with us. We spent 46 minutes in this program, and we decided to make it short as much as we can so that we'll be able to move into the next program. And my name remains Mazike Patrick DK. Until we see you again, have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, Agabi. Yo. You can head into the future. That's where I belong. I'm heading out. That's where I belong. Don't let no one pull you down, cause they don't laugh at you. Don't let no one laugh at you. When things get better, they begin a verse for you. Yeah. When you go through hard time, they laugh at you.